talking about chapter 1054 of One Piece, and this one starts off with a great cover spread of the four emperors, and it's just gorgeous to see what the new era just became. And before we continue, I would like to thank you guys and hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get on to the actual stuff. Now we're in the flower capital. Green Bull pulls up. He's, you know, like a boss. The samurai try to stop him, and he pulls up, brings fists out the ground. We find out he has the forest fruit, so now he's a forest man. He calls himself his Logia. He says my Logia's power is natural, as nature incarnate, the source that rivals the sea, the source of life that rivals the sea. Now everybody else is just having a good old time, but he's really pulling out the real prejudice cards here, and pretty much saying prejudice breeds stability. You really could tell like his views, and he really believes, you know, Kainu's views very vividly and takes it to the heart and to the extreme. But the scabbards fight him. Yamato comes up, says that she's the son of Kaido, and you know the words he just said makes her sick. Knocks him into the ground because he's in this big tree form now. And then Momonosuke comes up, tries to do some weak Boro Bless. Nothing but smoke comes out. He ends up biting him. You know, Momo's no match for this. He still don't know how to fight like that. So he bites him. He's like, all right, get off of me. Now Momo tells everybody to not help him. He needs to do this himself. He promised that everybody that like he was going to keep the country safe. So now he has to pretty much commit to that promise. Now we get to the shores of Wano. Shanks just pulled up. Like I said in my spoilers, whoever was with the people who said that Shanks was pulling up, kudos to you guys. It made the most sense. Everybody that knows Luffy on the crew is excited to see him, and Yasop is saying he's not ready to see Usopp yet. So he's, you know, Shanks is like, it doesn't matter, it's time. He's a Yonko, he's a great pirate now, it's time to see him. Plus Shanks says, you know, he tried to take his territory, so he can't just let that slide, you know, on his honor. And this is the greatest part, when he's like, you know, he remembers the moment they took the devil fruit from the CP0. CP0 agents didn't even understand why it was just a minor devil fruit. At least that's what they were told, you know. But who gives a minor devil fruit to CP0 to transport? Just give it to a random navy that's at that place at that time to transport that, not the Cyberpole. So, you know, kind of gives it more credibility to be more special than just a minor rubber fruit. So, and it seemed like, you know, they knew what it was, because they even said the rubber, it only makes you rubbery. So they knew what it was. And then he remembers him losing his arm to save Luffy, and it's a touching sight. And, you know, he says, hey Beck, you know, red hair, you know, Shanks is like, hey Beck, isn't it about time we claim it? The One Piece. And that stare, that deadly stare, oh my god. Now we're at that's the end of what happens with Shanks for this chapter. Now we're at the Navy headquarters in the New World, and Akainu is heated. You know, so we get a couple confirmations here. Nefertari Cobra is dead. He was assassinated by Sabo. Also, Vivi is missing, so that's the information about Vivi we did not have before. And everybody is calling Sabo the Flame Emperor, hence the name of the title of this chapter, Flame Emperor. But now we do learn that through the battles that they did end up escaping and freeing Kuma as well, but also in the commotion Vivi went missing, so who knows. But knowing that Sabo probably knows that Vivi is friends with Luffy, so I don't think if she did end up being kidnapped by him, it wasn't that nothing's gonna happen to her. But who really knows? Maybe she went willingly because she knows Sabo's Luffy's brother, because they make it very clear that that the Navy, that everybody knows that Luffy is Sabo's brother, and that they're afraid that the fact that Luffy's making so much, Luffy just became an emperor and Sabo just did that, the fact that they're just fueling each other on both ends with the pirate side and the revolutionary side. On top of that, during the reverie, 8 of the kingdoms that showed up went into a revolution while they were away at the reverie. So this really sets the Navy back, and the Navy and Akainu is really upset about this. He's like, yeah, it doesn't matter which side they decide to attack me on, I'm gonna come back on all fronts. So the moment that they make their move, Akainu's sending all of his men out, like it doesn't matter what's gonna happen. So that means the next power move is gonna end up in the war. So that, I wonder if the war is gonna start first and then we get the treasure. Who knows at this point? But everybody is pretty much chanting Emperor Sabo, and it's really giving the revolutionaries that much more morale. So with that being said, until next time, there is no break next week. I hope you guys are having a good day, time, night, whenever you guys are listening to this. Thank you.